From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
Tap water is the best example or a paradigm of democracy. If you ensure safe tap water for everyone, say in a city, in a country, it means that the pipes are the same for the richest person in that city, in that country, and for the poorest ones.
Portuguese law professor Catarina G. Albuquerque is the United Nations Special Rapporteur for safe drinking water and sanitation. She's determined to make a difference for millions of people living today without this most basic of human rights. Since her position was created by the United Nations Human Rights Council in 2008, Catarina's logged tens of thousands of miles, taking this message of inclusion around the world. Today, at the invitation of the Brazilian government, Catarina begins an 11-day visit to look at how water and sanitation is reaching people throughout the country.
There is a national plan. I think that adopting a national plan is the first step to implementing the rights.
In Sobradinho, near Brasilia, residents tell her they have water and sewerage, but it's too expensive, sometimes a quarter of their income.
You see how much hope people have in you. Of course, you try to do what you can, but then the success depends on the follow-up that you manage to have after you leave.
Here in Rio de Janeiro, serious investments are being made in the area of water and wastewater. But for the 1.4 million people who live in favelas, or the slums surrounding the city, many, like Avenice Merlo, are not yet reaping the benefits.
A vida aqui é isso aqui que vocês estão vendo, né? Precária, a gente são esquecidos.
Avenice and her family get their water from the haphazard PVC piping that runs throughout this community. Some days, though, she says no water flows, so she fills these makeshift reservoirs for backup. In another low-income area outside Rio's city limits, it's the same story.
The sewage mixing the rainwater and filling the streets where people had to walk to catch a bus, to go to work, or to go to school.
She acknowledges the government's efforts and investments, but she wants more to be done as the current situation is unacceptable. Without safe water and sanitation, so many other human rights, even the right to life, can be unattainable.
The money is here, the possibility to do things is a reality, but then somehow people not only don't get access to water, they don't have sewage. So what are you doing? You are killing the people. You are slowly killing the people.
Her full report will be shared with the Brazilian government before being presented to the Human Rights Council in Geneva. In Brazil, in spite of significant progress and political will, people are still fighting for the right to safe water and clean sanitation. Catarina believes that nobody should be left behind.
They want it for themselves, and they want it for their kids, and they believe it is possible, and it is possible.
This report was produced by Andrew Patterson for the United Nations.